Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk with Jafora Fox. Hey, Jafora Fox. Jafora Fox.
Hello, and welcome to the Jafora Fox Show. I am your host, Dr. Jafora Fox. Thank you for tuning in. I am so happy that you are here. My Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn audience. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and tag 3 people. Let them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. And you made the decision. Said you were done. Is that what you said? You said things would be different. You said you were moving forward, but nothing changed. Tonight, we're talking about why that happens. Why does that happen? And if you've been following the last episode, we talked about what happens when decisions are avoided. But tonight we're going further because making a decision is one thing, living with it is another. The topic is after the decision, why things still don't change. So say hello in the comments and let me know that you're joining me. Good evening. God bless you. Elder Justine, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and tag 3 people. Let them know that the Jafora Fox Show is on. And thank you so much for tuning in. A lot of people think the decision is the turning point. And once they decide, they expect something to shift. And when it doesn't, they go back to the decision. They question it. They sit in it longer than they need to. But the decision, that's not it. That's not the issue. The issue is what happens after it. A decision gives direction. That's all it does. It does not create results on its own. Results come from what follows. From behavior, from action, whether anything actually changes in how you move. What I often see that people do, they decide, but they don't change anything. Their routine stays the same. Their responses stay the same. Their patterns stay the same. So the outcome stays the same. Then it looks like the decision didn't work. And that's not what happened. What didn't happen was execution. You have to execute. There's also a point after a decision where things become uncomfortable. Yes, I'm familiar with being uncomfortable. And that part matters. Because if the decision requires you to do something different, you're going to feel that. Have you ever made a decision and you felt uncomfortable? You're in that space, you felt like, I don't know what is going on. And when that shows up, many people slow down or they stop. Not because they don't know what to do, but because doing it requires something from that they haven't fully stepped into. So they pause. Or they move inconsistently, or they go back to thinking instead of acting, and then nothing changes. At that point, the question is not, what should I do? You already answered that. The question is, why haven't I moved on to what I already decided? That's a different level of awareness. And so thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to say hello, blessings to you. Prophetess Cherie Stevens, God bless you. Hello, good evening to you. Kelly Grant, thank you so much for tuning in. Good evening. Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, this really made me think, why is follow through so hard? Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Bernice. Hello, God bless you. And thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're watching live on the replay, live or on the replay, I'm glad you're here. And so welcome, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining in. And don't forget to like, share, and tag 3 people. Let them know that the Jafora Fox show is on. I am your host, Dr. Jafora Fox. And the title tonight, well, before I get to that, I want you to just subscribe to the Jafora Fox show YouTube channel. So if you would please subscribe, and ask others to subscribe to the Jafora Fox YouTube channel. So thank you so much. And the topic for tonight, and I'm going to go back over that again. That was the last week's topic. So if you're in that space where you've made decisions, but your situation hasn't shifted, that's not something that fixes itself. It's not going to fix itself. It's not going to drop out of the sky. You're going to have to do the work to make that happen. It won't fix it with more time. It won't fix it with you thinking about it more. You actually have to do the work. It requires you to look at what's actually getting in the way of follow through. That's where the work is. What is causing you from being able to move forward? What situation, what circumstance is in the way of you moving forward? And have you ever made a decision, but your behavior didn't fully follow it? Because you have to have a change in your behavior. And things don't change because the environment stays the same. It's not going to change if the environment is the same. The behavior doesn't shift. The boundaries aren't enforced. The responsibility isn't carried. So the decision exists, but life around it stays the same. And so you have to shift. You have to make some changes. So where in your life have you decided, but not actually shifted? A real decision requires action, ownership, consistency is key, discomfort. If those don't follow, the decision will collapse. You must stay consistent in what it is that you are needing to do on that decision that you've made. Because follow through is not motivation, it's not emotion, intention. It is structure, behavior, and repetition. That's how you're able to, once you make the decision, to be able to move forward in what needs to be done. And so I will ask you, what would have to change in your behavior for your decision actually to hold? Because that's important that you think about that. Because there has to be a change. Because there's a cost of not following through. When decisions are not carried out, confidence decreases, trust in yourself, it weakens, patterns repeat, frustration increase. Because now it's not just indecision, it's inconsistency. And so you have to stay consistent no matter what. And I can just give you a live experience, the Jafora Fox show. I have to stay consistent no matter what, no matter who shows up to watch, no matter what's going on, unless it's an emergency, I have to stay consistent. God said to me, show up, do your best, and watch me, that's God, do the rest. And this is the work I This is what I do and how I examine what I do when I work with others. Not just a decision, but what happens after it. Because many people don't struggle with knowing, they struggle with carrying what they've decided, and that's where things break down. There's a breakdown there. And let's see. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, for joining for the first time. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you, Deacon Fox. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and tag. Thank you for watching. Richard, thank you. How can we align behavior with our decision better? So I want you to ponder on that. Consistency is vital. Absolutely. You have to be consistent. Because if not, things will break down. If not, if you're in that space, that's exactly the work that I do. And if you're ready to get clear on what needs to shift, you can reach out to me directly, because it's time to make that shift. It's time to move forward. It's time to execute. And so as we close, please keep this in mind as you head into the week. Some of you already know what needs to happen next. You've already identified it. You've already said it, but you're not doing it. And that's what we're going to address next. In episode 12 is when you know what to do, but still don't do it. If that applies to you, join me Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, live here on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, because knowing is one thing. What you do after that is what matters. Have a good night, and I'll see you next time on the Jafora Fox Show. I am your host, Dr. Jafora Fox. Think deeper, align fully, and lead differently. God bless.
Jafora Fox, let's talk business. And let's turn it up a notch. It's your time to shine with Jafora Fox. It's all coming together. Just keep your eyes on God and tune in and let's talk with Jafora.